What's good, fam? Um, I hope everyone is having an amazing Sunday. I know I am. Oh, I'm about ready to go to bed. I think it's going on after 7 or going on 8 now. Um, I'm coming to you today because be careful buying ish off of TikTok. You gotta be very careful. And what I'm learning is a lot of the sellers on TikTok are usually from China, right? And they charge us $4.99 for an outfit, but $40 for shipping, which is crazy. Crazy. I don't even understand how companies allow these things to happen. But okay, so I look at it as okay, so this outfit that I'm about to talk to y'all about was $15. It was just a little cheapy outfit that I wanted to take with me on vacation. And it wasn't giving what I thought it was gonna give. I wish I could show you the picture of the outfit, but you can go on my site, my TikTok, at Jarena. I'm not sure if it's at Jarena Terrell, um, or that be Jerry. I can't remember. Menopause. That's what I'm blaming it on. But anyway, so this outfit, it's a jumper, right? And I figured it would be cute with maybe some Samba sneakers, or like a little cute little, just flat little dope sneaker or something. So just something to throw on. It's summertime. You don't have to be spending a whole bunch of money to be on vacation. So I'm like, that'll be fly. I love jumpsuits. They're comfortable to me. If you can get the zipper down before you get to the bathroom, you all right. But we got to stand up, and we got to start talking and stop letting people take advantage of us. You know what I mean? So the outfit was $15. I probably wouldn't have never worn it again, but it was something that I wanted. So the outfit was $15 with $30 shipping, right? So what is that like? That's $45 for this outfit, right? I can get a better outfit on clearance if I wanted to get my butt up and go to the store and purchase me something, right? So let me show you this. So it's a whole, just like a jumpsuit. It's like a rayon kind of polyester kind of feel, right? So all in the jumper, you see all this loose thread. The stitching is terrible. Loose thread. Look, me, I am so old school, it's crazy. My mother always told me, if you spending your money, you shouldn't see a piece of thread hanging off your clothes. Like if you're paying, she told me, I don't care if it's $1, okay? If you paying for your item, you shouldn't be seeing all this. It's like they whipped it up and shipped it to me. It's just terrible. 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 Look at this. Terrible. 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 Look at that. That's disgusting. You don't and look, one piece of the zipper is up, the other piece is sewn down. That's crazy. And look, stitching outside of the material, like, you want people's money, and me as a person, I used to sell jewelry, right? And I used to go hard for my jewelry. I don't, before I moved out here, I would get up every Saturday morning and be the first one at the jeweler, looking at the jewelry, touching the jewelry, seeing, feeling the quality of things, making sure that the ladies who are purchasing these things will be happy. They don't have nothing to worry about their stones coming out. They don't have to worry about their bracelets breaking. Like, I purchase good quality, jewelry from wholesalers, right? This crap, I think I'm just going to just look at this long thread hanging from the hem of the pants. Just hanging. Can you see the thread? I'm just so disappointed. Not that I was banking on this outfit, but you just don't do people this way. You know what I mean? And I used to, I get up, like I said, when I was selling jewelry, I made a lot of money selling jewelry. But I realized once you move out here in Atlanta, people, I noticed a lot of fakeness, right? People will walk past and just, New York up top, my New York, New Jersey people, they was rocking. I had people coming from New York to Jersey when I was at vending events buying pieces from me. I would never do nobody dirty. All I wanted to do is make a person happy and make my money. That was it. If you was dissatisfied with an item, you can exchange it. There was one lady, out of every customer that I had, and I've had hundreds, she was the only person who got in contact with me, because I used to sell jewelry on IG as well. She got in contact with me and told me she ordered a pair of earrings. The earrings was crumpled, like either somebody squeezed them or they might have been on the floor and somebody stepped on them, right? So she told me, now I done sent these earrings out to numerous people. She's the only one who had a problem with their earrings. So I says, you know what? No problem. I'll take it as a loss, because that's what business people do. You take things as a loss. So I told her to send me back the damaged earrings. And once you send the damaged earrings back to me, I'll replace them. And that's what I did. That's part of the game. This shit, let me tell you how these people are. So I got in contact with the seller in Japan or China. I don't know. I got in contact with the seller. They told me to keep it and they'll give me my money back. Just that fast. Keep it and we'll give you back your money. Because they already know this was bullshit. They was just hoping a dumb person from the US would just keep it, and we'll get $45 out of them. Excuse me, you're not getting my money. Because I would never do nobody dirty like that. Never in my wildest dreams would I do somebody like that. And this is a first, actually, because things that I've actually purchased from TikTok, maybe it's just this seller in general, but usually I've bought a few things from TikTok and I've been very much satisfied with. But this I asked, and it doesn't even fit, and it's a double XL, because I like my jumpsuits big and loose, so I could probably rock it with like a high top sneaker, or I got like a boxing sneaker, something like mid, or I have a couple of platform sneakers that would probably look really dope with this as well. And I'm just like, where am I going? And it don't fit. This is a double XL. It fits like it might be a medium. It fits like it might be a medium. You can't do people like that and expect for them not to have an issue. I mean, I'm looking at all of the threads. Look at from the hem. Look at all that thread. Can you see it? All of this. That's crazy. Crazy. But anyway, like I was saying, when I was selling jewelry, I would vend. That's how I made my money, vending and selling my jewelry on IG. And there were days where I had, preferably on Saturdays, I would have like little sales, and I would have like little games. If they can guess this or guess that, you win a free piece of jewelry. If I just played games and made it fun, and trying to bring in, a broader audience. I already had my clientele, on IG. I already had my clientele. I since probably deleted everybody because I was going through some crazy ish with this chick, right? But you don't do people like this. And I'm assuming that all of the sellers are this way. If you're not satisfied with the item, you let them know, they respond back. They told me to keep it and they'll refund my money. And the money is on my account. Now, I think I talked to them Thursday, and the money now is in my account already. So I'm all right with that. I don't have no problems with, them returning my money or anything. It's just the fact that when you sell a product, you can't do this to people. This is not how I want to wear my clothes. I don't like a whole bunch of strings. I was always raised, you see strings and stuff hanging, it ain't for you. Find something else. And I get it. I really, really, really get it. And ever since then, I've just been cautious on things that I purchase, and once again, I sold jewelry, but I never let no one down. At least no one never said anything to me, I had a friend who told me one of her stones came out of her initial. And so I explained to her, I told her, I said, the only way that stone would have come out your initial is if it was dropped. If it fell out your hand while you was trying to put it on and it hit a hard surface. You can go, I'm not going to replace that because the shipping, the whole entire process of me taking it to the jeweler and getting it fixed, that's too much money out my pocket. So I explained to her, if you go to a jeweler, they'll put a stone in for $5. That's it. But I am not going to replace an entire sterling silver piece for $5. Because at the end of the day, where am I making my money from? But if the jewelry was completely damaged, and how I know it wasn't damaged, because when she got it, she took a picture of it. And at that time I was posting, any of my buyers, or my customers, I would ask them to take a picture so I can post it on Instagram. I took a lot of those pictures down since then. But on Instagram, I would, post their pictures with them wearing their pieces. So the piece that she bought was fully stoned. Because how I know, she sent me the picture, I double checked it, and now she's calling me, telling me a stone came out. So I told her, I said, I'm not going to replace that. I said, because you sent me a picture and it was good. You was telling me how much you love it and all this stuff. 2 weeks later, you tell me a stone is out, So the only time the stones come out is if it hits a hard surface, if it might have fell on the floor, on the table, or on the counter, the stone will pop out. But if you take care of your silver, which you supposed to, you don't just take it off and just throw it. You put it in a nice jewelry box, or you put it in a safe, container or something. And when you're ready to wear it, when you take it off, you polish it. And then when you put it back on, you give it a little polishing. You just don't take stuff off and throw it, because that's what you're going to get. That's how your stuff is going to look, like it's been taken off and thrown. But for the most part, sorry, y'all, I'm so thirsty and hot. I'm drinking, what is this? Organic cherry juice. It's not bad. It's a little tart, but it's good for the heart. Yeah. And that's really all I wanted to say. Just be careful what you buy. If it's on your mind with clicking that, cart and letting it go through, and you got to think about it, that means it's not for you. You got to keep thinking. And that's what I was doing with this. That's exactly what I did with this. It was in my cart, and I was thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And as I'm getting my outfits together, I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get this to add to that. And, I should be good with the rest of the stuff that I have. But this is poorly made, and I guess they feel you only paying $15, but you're actually paying $45, because there ain't no way in hell it costs $30 to ship. This thing is light as a feather. It's light. How is this $30 in shipping? You understand what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Like I said, I'm not trying to knock the sellers on TikTok. I think some of the things that I purchased, like I made a video I had on a tannish two-piece set. That's a nice set. It's kind of like this same material, like a polyester kind of rayon blend type of deal. But I also explained that these things that you buy on TikTok, don't be going to no party or nothing in it. It's something like maybe to chill in, to walk in the park, or if you're going to run some errands. It's nothing to, this stuff is bad quality stuff. But if we just want a couple of quick outfits for the summer, then it is what it is. But you don't have to settle because the outfit was $15. You don't have to settle for this. You don't have to settle for this kind of doo-doo. This is shit. It's shit. And, I had even told my daughter, I'm like, babe, I don't want to give this to you, because if I'm not going to wear it, I'm not going to, let you wear it. But she's like, Mom, let me just see. I don't even think she tried it on yet. I was like, maybe it's something to kick around in. Maybe you might want to go to the supermarket or just run an errand or something in real quick and try to be cute. I don't know. That's up to you, however you want to wear it. But you just don't do things like that to people. You just, I don't understand how people get away. Yo, I got scammed. How long ago was that? 2 years ago? This girl hit me up on IG, and she was selling the Fendi, it's a gold strap, and it had 2 F's on the side. I wanted to wear it with my I wanted to use it on my Fendi Graphy. I have a mini Fendi Graphy bag, which is real, but the strap, I wanted the gold strap, and I wasn't willing to give almost the same price as the bag for just a strap. So there was a girl on IG selling these, right? So I'm like, okay, let me see how much she's asking. She wanted $50. Sent her the $50. Went away for a week or so. Come back, asked if I had my packages. I got a couple of packages, but that Fendi strap wasn't one of the packages. So I'm like, I've been going for a minute. Where the hell is this strap? So now I get in contact with her on IG. And I said, what happened to my strap? You know, she said she sent it. I said, you didn't send it. I said, because first of all, I get notifications when my packages are coming. And I didn't get a notification. This bitch blocked me and kept my damn money. Blocked me and kept my money. The nerve. There's a fly in here. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so I don't have it in my heart to scam people. I don't know how people sleep at night doing that to people, doing it to your own people, knowing that, you ever, I think about people in certain areas of their life. Like, you never know. That might have been their last. They might have been down and out. They might have said, let me, enjoy. This is all I got. Let me go and buy myself something. And I've had several conversations with women who say, girl, I done paid up my bills. I'm coming here to this vending event. Your jewelry's pretty. Go on and give me the earrings. And the earrings may be only $10. But it made her feel good. You know what I mean? You don't know what a person is going through because they coming out of their pocket. You always show love to people. You know what I mean? There were times where I've made lots of money. And there were vending events that I've gone to, especially out here, and paid for to be at a place to vend, and made no money. Made absolutely no money. So I know what that feels like. You know what I mean? Because I invested and I reinvested and there was no profit from it. And I'm starting to learn that. I stopped vending. I got discouraged when I moved out here. It seemed like the only time people will spend a little money is if they got their tax returns. Because I had went to a vending event, tax return time, April, right? Women were buying things like crazy. I went to one vending event. I must have made a good G that whole day. And we was only there 4 hours. And I must have made a good $1,000 in 4 hours. That's good money. That's a good piece of change for 4 hours. You know what I mean? That's what people may bring home in a week. So, and I was counting my blessings on that one. And that was the first and the last time I made money out here in Georgia. I was constantly going to vending events, trying to, click with certain people out here and try to politic with people out here. But it's not up top. It's not New York. They all about themselves. Women are very jealous. They don't want you making more money. They see you making money. They got to come to your table and find out what's going on and where you from. Your twang, the way you talk is not from Georgia. Where you from? Like, I don't know why we as women just can't be happy for each other. Go on, girl, do your thing. All my up top people was very happy for me. Very supportive to me. A few of them. I had with a few exceptions. I had another issue with a lady. She bought a pair of earrings from me. Sterling silver, because that's all I sold. I either sold sterling silver jewelry or beaded bracelets. I used to sell handbags too, but that became overwhelming for me. You know, not knockoff handbags. I used to just buy like cute little design handbags, really dope bags. But anyway, so she had purchased a pair of earrings from me like maybe a month prior to us meeting up. So we had met up because we were going to this African festival where we live. So she calls me and it's like, gee, you got another pair of those earrings I bought from you last month, couple weeks ago. I don't remember how long it was. So I'm like, yeah, I got another pair. What's up? She was like, bring them because I lost one of mine. So I'm like, okay. So we at the African festival, we drinking our little sangrias, we having fun, dancing to the music, you know, walking around. And so I give her the earrings. So she's like, thanks, girl, thanks. And I'm like, okay, maybe she's going to give me the money later. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know, I'm just going to wait and see how this plays out. Because one thing I don't do is play with my money. I just don't play with my money. And so, you know, we were out there for a couple hours. I think I'm like, after this now, because it's summertime. So, you know, I must have been in the park maybe 2 or 3 hours. Now I'm ready to go home. So I'm like, hey, girl, I'm getting ready to go home. You want to give me the money for the earrings? Like, I felt some kind of way because now I got to ask you for my money. You know what I mean? So I was like, hey, girl, I'm getting ready to go home. You want to give me the money for the earrings? You know, this woman said to me, oh, I thought you was giving them to me. Why would I give you earrings when you bought the earrings from me? Why would I give? You think because you lost your earring that I'm responsible for your loss? So she was like, oh, I just thought you was going to give them to me. No. Do you want them? Because you can give them back because I can sell them next weekend when I go hit my next vending event. Oh, no. So she reached in her pocket and she kind of just like did one of these numbers in my hand. You don't have to show me but one time who you are. And I was trying to gel with her. I'm an Aquarius. And those who are on TikTok, they are going hard for Aquarians, right? I don't play with my money because actually this stuff is coming out of my pocket. I have to go and buy these things from the wholesalers. So I'm coming out of my pocket. Ain't nothing free. There's nothing free. Gas, toll, transportation. If I decide to take the train into the city, like, this is my time you playing with. So you're gonna mash the money in my hand like I'm doing you dirty and you lost your own earring. It ain't my fault you ain't closed the back good. Once I hand you the jewelry or mail you the jewelry, it's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. I always wrap the jewelry up in bubble wrap. I wrap the bubble wrap so thick, nothing can penetrate through that bubble wrap. And the envelopes I put them in has the bubble wrap inside of the envelope as well. So it's bubble wrap on top of bubble wrap on top of bubble wrap because I didn't want nobody saying anything to me. But that wasn't the case with her. Her earring must have fell out her ear. She lost it. So now you expecting me to pay or give you a free pair? We cool, but we not that cool yet. This, you see, we trying to gel. You know, if you would have probably approached me differently, I probably would have said, girl, go ahead, don't worry about it. But when I handed you the earrings and you thank you and kept walking about it, like, now I got light bulbs on top of my head. Like, why is she not paying me? Why I gotta wait 3 hours? Like, what's going on? And go to find out, she actually thought I was giving her the earrings because she lost hers. We not cool like that. That was your first time ever buying anything from me as long as I've been out here in Jersey selling jewelry. So I could see if you was my regular customer, like my god sister. Oh my gosh. My god sister was ODing, and my best friend was ODing with the jewelry. So if one of I made a lot of money off of them. So if they call me and tell me, oh, Jarena, something happened to my jewelry, I'm instantly sending you a new one. That was personal to me. That was personal. You spending money. She's spending hundreds of dollars on me, from me. And you lose an earring, or you need a new chain, or I got you. Because you laced me. I got you. And you see, we as this don't realize that one hand washes the other. Don't always expect somebody to do something for you, because that's not always the case. That's not always the case. And my husband made it very clear to me, and he does every time I get in my feelings. He's just like, babe, you can't expect people to do what you do. You can't expect, I give so much. And every time it seems when I do give, I always get kicked in the ass. So, I'm a very genuine, what do you call it? Generous person. Very generous. You can see this picture here, right? My brother drew this for my husband and I. And my husband asked him, he painted this. He drew, then painted. But my husband asked him, how much you want for it? He told my husband $200. So once he was finished, we sent him the $200. Go to find out. See, my family think I don't know because I'm not around. But once he got that money, he went ghost. He went ghost. And then the next time I heard from him, it was about some issue with my grandmother and her party that I wasn't allowed to go because I hate my father's guts. But that's another story. But business is business. Despite how I felt about him, it was business. He did our picture. We gave him his money. He went ghost. It was business. I can't take it personal, even though that's my brother, right? But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to share that. And y'all on TikTok buying stuff, and it's crazy because these sellers don't allow you to leave reviews. At least the ones that I've purchased from. I can't find a review from anybody who might have purchased anything that I was interested in. So, just buyer beware. I'm on my shit now. After Asurion and Verizon, I'm just like, I'm just putting people on blast. Anywhere I'm spending my money, I'm putting people on blast. Because it's not right. It's not fair. It's really not fair. But I was really impressed that the seller gave me back my money. Gave me back every dime. The shipping fee, everything. Gave it back. So, ooh, this fly. So, just be mindful of the items and stuff that we're buying on TikTok and wherever else we might be buying from. I'm trying to create come out with a t-shirt line. I hope to have that going soon, but that's it for now. Ladies, gentlemen, please like and subscribe to me. I'm trying to do this YouTube thing. I'm trying to be open and honest with my followers. And I love you for free. Have an amazing rest of your day. And I hope you like this video and watch. And I hope to see you and have conversations with you soon. I'm trying to get the courage up to open up my comments. So I'm taking it slow, but I'm getting there, y'all. So peace out to everybody. This fly is really disrespectful. Peace and blessings to everyone, and just have an amazing day. Peace.